Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through it on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Kuja, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, kuja, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but baby. It's a dazzle thing, arriba tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a biggie man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl.
Yo, what's up? How you guys doing today, man? Again, we're here like every single day. I will eventually mix these things up to, again, where it's not just me. I do know that the monotony kind of kills. But again, basketball, becoming great at anything requires monotony. Monotony, if you guys don't know, for those of you guys who are less educated out there, is just doing something over and over and over and over again, and still trying to love it somehow, some way. And that's why there's very few great people in many different fields in life, right? Whether it be like, singers or like entertainers or, I don't know, like doctors or whatever, because it's just a grind to keep doing something over and over and over again. And people seek uniqueness in their life. So they end up becoming like a jack of all trades, master of none. You have to watch out for that. You have to really be careful for that, because needing different things, completely different things, isn't going to get you great at any one thing. All right. A trick to that is, especially in basketball, is to become great at many different aspects of basketball, right? Or like if you're if you like instruments, learn many different instruments or different styles of music. Or if you're like, into like math, learn different like types of math and like algebra, calculus, start mixing them together. So you can still have unique stuff, but it's within like one genre, so you can dominate at that particular, avenue of life. All right. So there's tricks to it, but the monotony, again, it's tough. So for this show, yeah, you're gonna have to watch it. All right, and I hope that it continues to inspire you. We hope that we continue to help you guys out with different drills and things like that. Again, I really need to get these videos up though, all right, because that will be the bulk of the show starting in the future. Because basically we'll start it off, and at least with like one workout, we'll have 6 different drills for you guys to kind of like maneuver through a master, and we will show you videos of those drills, and then the other ones we will talk about it, and then around that we'll talk about the movie of the day and everything like that. But with that said, let's start out with the movie of the day. All right, movie today is I believe it's the 7th grade movie, right? All right, and the 7th grade movie. Since it's the 7th, yep, there you go. 7th grade movie is Warrior. It's the 2011 movie, and it's about UFC fighting. All right, so if you don't like blood, don't watch this movie. But it's a pretty good movie. I remember watching it, but I had to refresh my memory by looking at the entire plot. And like honestly, like it's a good story, dude. I mean, it's with these two brothers who are like estranged, which means like they don't talk to each other anymore. One of them left with their mom, one of them left with their dad. The dad was like an alcoholic, all this other kind of stuff, right? One of them goes off to the military, the other one stays home, and then one of them becomes like a teacher, the other one ends up like needing some money in life, and they both wind up entering back into fighting, right? And the one guy's just like awesome. The other guy, he's like a technical guy, and he winds up getting like fired from like his job and things like that because he's a teacher, and they caught him like fighting and stuff like that. So, anyways, these guys like meet up and everything, and it's a relationship between them two and their dad, who is like cool with one of them but not with the other. And but the other one, like, he wants his dad to train him even though he doesn't like his dad. All right, I don't know, but like overall, it's a very touching story, even though it's pretty brutal. But this movie's called Warrior, and I would recommend it. If you're wondering how many stars there are, I forgot to give stars to the last movies, but anyways, just rereading over it and remembering that I like it. Out of 50 stars, I want to give this movie like 42 stars. All right, Rohit Das, what's up, man? How's working out going? Let's check out some Rohit Das workouts real quick. Let's see if he's been doing it. I have to hold him accountable. And Rohit, you have not been to our stuff though lately. I don't mind the weekday stuff, but the weekend stuff, we know that you're free. It's at 7:00 in the morning. What was Rohit Das doing at 7:00 in the morning? I know that your dad's out of town, so maybe fewer drivers, but you ain't doing nothing on 7:00 at Saturday and Sunday morning, man. All right, it's not time to rest not time to rest on your laurels if you're happy about your team this year and things like that. You're a freshman. Don't worry about the wins and losses right now. You worry about getting yourself better. But let's check out the homework, see what he's been doing in his meantime. All right, what we got here for Rohit? And oh yes, Connor wanted me to say he did post some homework. All right, he literally posted it that day, and I said that only Rohit's been posted. So yes, Rohit, and one Connor. All right, there goes the one Connor right there. Some 2-ball dribble. Oh, wrist driller. So a few Connor. All right. So Rohit, good job posting. We can look through. I look through your videos occasionally. All right, make sure that you work hard. Don't just dawdle around for part of it. The harder that you go, the less cold it's going to be outside. I'll tell you that much. But just like the more game time moves you're going to do or be able to do. So great job with that. All right, anyways, let's move on. Let's go with our elementary school drill stuff. So we got free throws. All right. And I'd show you about the placement, the routine, the mechanics, and the mentality. All right, just to talk about that for a second. Just like our form shots, line up here real quick. Just like our form shots, we want you to have everything in a straight line. All right, so let me see if I have someone shooting here. Nope, don't have anyone shooting there. All right, but either way, you want to make sure that your hand is here, and that your elbow is beneath it, and that your knee is beneath that, and that your foot is beneath that in a straight line. The more that you turn this right here, not only are you blocking your view, you're taking all of this out of alignment. And when all that's out of alignment, the more out of alignment that you are, the harder it is to shoot. Think about jumping in the air, like with like a water gun or something. I know not with a water gun, but like just with the basketball, sure. If you jumped in the air and spun and did like a 360 wall shooting, how hard that would be, right? Well, the opposite is the opposite, basically. All right, the more lined up you are, the more simple it is. So the more warped you make it, like this, right? The more warped you make it, the harder it's going to be to shoot straight. The more straight your body is, the easier it's going to be to shoot straight. All right, so make sure that you keep everything straight. And like I tell people, the reason that you want to lean it in like this is because that's where your eyes are. You want to see where the ball's going. All right, but that is a detriment. All right, because you can see where the ball's going. You just can't be like perfectly behind it. You kind of have to triangulate the position, and you do this all the time. You do this when you swing a punch, right? You're accurate, right? Or even like if you just like touch something. You don't need to get directly behind your finger to touch something, right? You can tell where it is and that you're gonna hit it accurately. All right. You also do this in baseball. You swing the bat and you aim at something out there. You do it in tennis. All right. You do it in I don't know, like racquetball, handball. There's so many different things where we don't have to have our eyesight directly behind the thing that we're aiming for. Well, basketball needs to be one of those. The only difference is that it's so close to our line of sight that we're tempted to bring it over. Keep it over here. Keep everything lined up in such a way where it becomes a straight arrow shot. All right. My mom couldn't take me. I went on Saturday. Oh yeah, you did go on Saturday. I forgot about that. Yeah, you didn't go to the clinic though. Yeah, we played each other in basketball Saturday. See, I'm just an old man, dude. I forget. All right, it's all right. And then the last thing about free throws is you want to create a routine. All right. My routine is I spread my fingers, I dribble the ball with my elbow in a straight line with my knee and everything like that, and I pretend that I'm shooting. As I'm dribbling the ball, I will snap my wrist in a straight line. So I kind of take 4 imaginary shots while I'm dribbling. That's like my practice shots because you can't practice a free throw and then shoot it afterwards. So I practice 4 times basically. Then I pull it up in a straight line and then I shoot it. I try to hold my follow through each time. I try to make sure that I'm on my toes each time. That's about it. Right? When I'm nervous, I will take 8 dribbles. So I have like an entire routine, and I never change that routine, and it served me well. I'm a pretty good free throw shooter, and if I don't swish the ball, I get mad at myself. I try to go beyond just making it. I wish I could do that for outside shots, but no, free throws are very easy. But I don't know why some even great shooters, they have trouble shooting free throws. So it's about the mentality part of it too. So make sure that your mental focus is not on anything negative. All right, don't distract yourself. Clear your mind and only think about shooting the ball correctly with all your form. And if you happen to miss it, you just miss it. No one's perfect. All right, you shoot your shot, and it is what it is. And I'll sometimes miss a shot, and I'll be like, good shot. I'll sometimes make a shot, and I'll be like, bad shot. All right, because if I do what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't care about whether it goes in or not. And if I do it wrong and it happens to go in, I'll be like, oops, I don't like that. All right, so I worry more about what I'm doing than the result. Next one's 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. What should I do tomorrow? What is tomorrow? For Wednesday? Show up tomorrow. What are you talking about tomorrow? I want to do more structured workout. I guess I could do the stuff from the book. Always do the stuff from the book, dude. All right. And if you're having trouble figuring stuff out because you can't like uniquely come up with something, look at the entire week worth of stuff and pick anything out from it and then just do that stuff from that week. All right. But again, you can even pick out like small parts of it. But some stuff is confusing on how to do on your own. I know. So you can ask me here specifically. You can look at the book right now and say, how would I do this on my own? Like right now, because I'm right here. So ask me, or you can just go to the next thing and see which things that you can do. And pick any 6 things out for the entire week, basically. All right. 15 seconds, 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. You want to shoot it quickly and accurately. Put 5 minutes on the clock. So this one, there's nothing confusing about it. All right. You want to make 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. And you can play this game as often as you would like maybe give yourself 5 chances. 15 second sprints times 4. All right, this is a pretty straightforward one as well. All right, you sprint back and forth for 15 seconds. Make sure that it's long enough so that you're not sprinting like 18 times and it's like just a step, but like long enough so it's like a half a court length maybe. All right, and then you give yourself 30 seconds off, and then you repeat that 4 times. All right, you try to get your fastest time, your fastest like stretch 4 straight times, and you have to make sure that again that you run your fastest the first time, and then try to match that 4 straight times with a 30-second rest in between. After you successfully get that, if you're not done running for the day, you can do it then. But if you are done running for the day, you can do it the next day, and you can add just 15 seconds rest in between. Then do 10, then 5, and then try to just do a 17 straight, which is a minute straight run. Next one is pounds, drives, and pull-ups. You bounce the ball, dribble out, and I can show you this one. You're gonna pound the ball on the ground and have it stay there. I don't know why people keep bouncing this ball. It's crazy. But you pound the ball, and then just like she just did, and then you can pound it with either foot, either hand. So there's 4 different pounds. Boom. That was right hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. And then you want to go for the pull-up jumpers or the layups next. Boom. So she's doing pull-up jumpers. You do all 4 of them, and then you can come back and you can do the same thing for layups. I think she'll just go tell layups for me. There you go. All right. So you want to do it all 4 ways to practice your strength. And again, those videos are online, so if they're not online, that should be the only time that you are confused. And one day I will have all those videos up. As soon as I get enough players in the program that know the stuff to do it. We don't have enough players that are available. Like if I was like, hey guys, meet me at the gym today, no one can do it. Everyone's busy. But also they don't know it either. So they couldn't do it well enough to even film the video. So we have to kind of just take our time with the videos until we get better players or get our players to become better. So it's just going to take some time to have an entire database of stuff. But, I'm patient. So it's all good. Next one is box jumps. You can do this against a wall. Or if you have a box jump, do it. But you're going to just jump up, land. All right, that's it. And then step down and repeat this. You can do like 10 sets, or sorry, like maybe three sets of 10. All right, that would be enough of a workout because jumping is a very, very important part of basketball. Split jumps to shots, same exact thing. You do split jumps, which, and then you're going to be like low after the split jump, and then you're going to push out. So you're going to go ball above your head and go split jump, just like we do for our warm-ups over and over and over again. You do like 10, stay low, and then push out for a pull-up jump shot. And then repeat, and then just like, again, like 3 sets of 10. All right, let's see. But some stuff is confusing on how to do on your own. Yes. All right, anyways, moving on. We got our quote of the day. Quote of the day is always try to win. All right, this is the Rohit problem right here. All right, you want to always try to win. Not just when you happen to feel like it. I think with a lot of people, they're just afraid of looking stupid, right? Like if you try way too hard, you're gonna look stupid. And like this guy, the Superman dive. Imagine if he did the Superman dive. Can you look at my form? Yeah, come Sunday, I'll look at your form. But yes, again, don't obsess with your form. But yes, on Saturday or Sunday, I will relook at your form. All right, and I think your form is good enough. It's good, but we can look at it. Okay, all right. But always try to win. Again, you don't have to worry about looking cool. This guy's diving for the freaking finish line in a 100-yard dash or 200-yard dash, something like that. I don't know what he's doing, but it's in a track meet, and he's diving for it. And imagine, like, I think he won this one, but imagine if he lost. He would be on the ground bleeding, and I think that's what everyone's afraid of. Not to be on the ground and bleeding, but to have their ego bleeding, and to be like, and it had to have everyone in the building know that you tried your hardest and that you still sucked. All right, and no one wants that. They would rather not try their hardest and have people go, dude, you should try your hardest, man. You would have done better. And then they'll be like, maybe. You never know. And people would rather lose without their full effort than to win with their full. I'm sorry. People would rather, lose without their full effort than to win I can't say it right. People would rather not try and lose than try their hardest and lose, which is very strange to me. All right, because if you're gonna lose either way, you might as well try your hardest. Because at least the correct people in life, not like your little school friends, the idiots over there. But the right people in life, like maybe varsity coach, maybe your parents, maybe a college coach trying to recruit you, they're gonna just look at your effort. And whether you win or lose, they care about your effort. So make sure that you always try to win so that you can create this habit of perpetually trying to win. And after a while, you're going to win more often than you lose if you perfect that. All right, let's move on to our trivia since I only have one person here. Roey, can you win one? All right, I'll ask you a very, very simple question. You're the only one on here, I think. I'm not sure if anyone else is on there, but can you just win one? All right. Man, I can't believe how hard this is. All right. No, I'm not going to ask. Let me see. All right. I will ask you this one. It's a multiple choice question. Very, very simple. Which of these players was not a first round draft pick by the Los Angeles Clippers? Which of these following 4 players was not a first round draft pick by the Los Angeles Clippers? Was it Elton Brand, Byron Scott, Tyson Chandler, or Danny Manning? Which of these players was not a first-round draft pick by the Los Angeles Clippers? You can only guess one time. Was it Elton Brand, Byron Scott, Tyson Chandler, or Danny Manning? All right, that's the question. Was I right? Oh, I didn't know that. I was wrong. It's all right. I got it wrong. Let's see if you guys can get it right. Anyways, if no one answers, no one gets a point, but this is the easiest point possible. And again, try to win. Always try to win. All right, moving on. Our quote of the day. I already said the quote of the day. Duh. All right, but our picture of the day. Let's check that out. All right, Damian Lillard's desire to become the NBA's highest paid player could impact GM search. His desire to become the richest player, I don't think he's definitely about that life, even though his name is Dame Dollar. People call him, people in his personal life don't even call him Dame or Damian or Mr. Lillard. They call him Dollar. That's his name, straight up Dollar. So obviously he cares about money, but I also think he cares about winning, and they have not done that for him. So I think this is next up. He's like, screw it. If we're not going to win, pay me a ton of money. And it might be his way of forcing himself out of Portland, because I think he doesn't want to look like a bad guy. I think he wants to be the loyal one. And if they trade him, it's not his doing, right? So if he requests to be the richest player in the league, he has a legit argument. I mean, he's not the number 1 player, but he's top 10 easy. So I think they're going to have to be forced to either trade him or pay him. And I think he sees that as a win-win. He's already a total millionaire and stuff, so he doesn't quite care, but I'm sure he'll take that as a consolation prize. I really, really think he's willing to stay in Portland forever, all right? But it's going to have to be at an enormous pay, all right? Because I think Portland's biggest thing is that the city's not big, and it's not there's no beaches and stuff like that. No nice beaches at least, right? So it's hard to get superstars to go there, and it's just a really, really weird situation. And he doesn't want to waste his entire career away unless it's for a price, all right? So I don't know what's going to happen with this, but hopefully I think he should, man, if he gets to a big market, I really, really am cheering for him like I always do. You guys know this guy's my favorite guy in the whole league, all right? And all these numbskulls, man, they don't notice that when you're in a small market and you don't have big time players on your team, that people are going to judge you differently. So you get guys winning championships because they have a great team, great coach. They're probably from a really great location, all right? And they get hyped up greatness wise just because they're winning championships. Championships are a lot. Have a lot more to do about other factors than just how skilled you are or how great you personally are. It's about a team. It's about organization, if they're into it, about money, about resources, about the location. Again, how sunny it is. It's so weird. So I'm really interested to see where this goes. It could shake up the NBA entirely if he gets to switch teams, but he might also fail. All right, what if he gets traded and then he fails? and he's not in a system that kind of agrees with them, and then it turns out he's not as good as Steph Curry. All right? And it turns out that he's not even as good as like other people. Like, so he basically Isaiah Thomas is out the NBA. Maybe, right? We don't know. So I think that's a scary prospect too, where maybe that's why he wants to stay, because he knows what he's made of in Portland. He's already had a history in Portland, but to do it somewhere else, that's a lot. All right? And in terms of like loyalty, I think it's cool that he's loyal, and Portland has backed it up, and they've been loyal back to him. But they haven't got him the players they wanted, and that's tough on that. But in this league, I don't think you have to be loyal to anyone, because if he wasn't averaging enough points, if he started averaging 9 points a game, they would trade him in a heartbeat. So in terms of like in terms of that, it's like if he does poorly and at his job, they would trade him. Well, the GM and the team, they also have a job. And if they do poorly at their job, can they not be traded? And basically him trading them would be like him trading himself. So I don't worry about loyalties and things like that. You got to put yourself in the best possible ball position, because it is a business, and don't find out the hard way that it's a business. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that one. Let's get to our last two things. Middle school workout is fake behind the back. Then we got three decision drill, Reddick chase drill, ankle breaker crossover, penetrating field drill, sprint dribble cone touch. For the fake behind the back, I was just talking to Bryson about this, my brother, and he's like, oh yeah, we have a kid on our team. He's like a, I don't know what he was, like a sixth grader, and he comes down the court. He's like their best player. He just fakes it behind his back, gets it, and scores it. And he's like, where did you learn that without like, a trainer? Because he doesn't even have a trainer. And I'm like, yeah, because he saw it on TV and he practiced it. And man, like when you make yourself better, there's no matching that. Like if you're the reason that you're better, there is no matching that. So this kid, basically, I'm saying, this kid watching on TV and practicing it and figuring out on his own is even better than you coming to my workouts, me teaching you, and then you figuring it out eventually, because I'm forcing you to do it. All right? And that's not going to ever make me money saying that, but it's true. All right? If you build your own sandcastle and someone knocks it down, you're going to kill them. If I build it for you and I force you to build it, someone knocks it down, you might be mad. Right? So when you build up your own skill, it means a lot more to you. And then those games mean a lot more to you. And then you're going to want to keep up that skill longer. And it's just going to weigh more in your life, and it's going to become a better product. So as great as my program is, if you can do it on your own, which is what I want you to do both. Should I try? We already said trivia. Were you not here, dude? I told you to try to answer the question. Did you leave? I'll say it again because no one answered. All right. It's which of these players was not a first-round draft pick by the Clippers? Elton Brand, Byron Scott, Tyson Chandler, or Danny Manning? That's the trivia question. And no one's going to answer it. You have until the end. You have one choice or one chance to answer. All right. But yeah, so with all these with all this stuff, if you work on your own, you're going to be greater. But unless you're not doing it correctly, and that's where I come in, and I will help you do it correctly. And then if you take my advice and you do extra stuff on your own, now you're better than the kid figuring it out all by himself. And that's why I want you guys to work at home so badly. It's not because we don't have enough gym time. We kind of don't, though. You do need like 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. But it's just because I want you to own up to it. So that's why I want you guys to post the homework and things like that, so that you have both those things. You have the direction, and you also have your own passion pushing yourself. All right. Last one is the high school. We got 101 hurdles for losers, King's drill, chair duo, extended monogenital layups, athletic finish, and then ladder to sidestep series. That's all the stuff for the week. And then let's finish up with our story of the day. Never let your head hang down. Never give up, sit down, and grieve. Use every ounce of strength you have and every creative thought you have to find another way. All right, I saw your guess, Tyson Chandler, and you had 25% chance, and you did not get it right. The answer is Elton Brand. The Duke star played with the Clippers from 2001 to 2008, made 2 All-Star teams during that span, but he began his career in Chicago after the Bulls drafted him first overall in 1999, and now he is now he works for Philadelphia 76ers. I think he still works for them. All right, he's like the president or something like that. All right, finishing up like that, I said never let your head hang down. Never give up, sit down and grieve. Use every ounce of strength you have and every creative thought you have to find another way. You have to be creative about this stuff and never letting your head down. It always reminds me of this one guy. All right, it's one dude in this very, very viral shot. He plays for UCLA and his teammate had his head down and he puts it up for him. All right, he puts up his chin. He's like, "Don't put your chin down." And, as cool as this scene was, too late. I already said the answer, Ben Kaufman. Sorry, man. You're too late. I said the answer out loud. I even read the whole thing. So yes, he put his chin up for him. And the coolest part about this, I don't know if you know this, is that guy is now in the NBA playing for the Thunder. Now, I know that they're losing by 17,000 points, but it's still pretty cool. Can I answer 10 minutes later? You cannot. All right. But, yes, the chin-up guy is now in the NBA, and that's just the most amazing thing to me. So make sure that you don't put your head down. Make sure that you don't grieve. All right. Make sure that you keep going in as many creative ways as you possibly can to reinvigorate yourself, to push yourself forward. All right, and that's about my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is always try to win. All right, don't play it cool. All right, you're trying to win whether you're down by 60, down by 1, lost 20,000 straight games, having the worst game of your life, embarrassed because some girl's watching you. You have no chance because this guy's enormous. Whatever. You're always trying to win. Whether it just be for, I don't know, like an eating contest, a trivia contest, you're always trying to win. You create that habit and you go out there and you go snatch it. All right. Anyway, that's all the time that I have. I will talk to y'all later. No one won trivia today, but it's all right. And that's it. Have a great day, guys. Cue my music.
Wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man city. My people crazy. You better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pale wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem mwenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabo tuko party tuna band hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tuna ban press it to the one cha madem pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tuna ban adiche wanja for the G top